Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sylvia and I make videos on planning with the occasional review. Today's video is going to be a setup of my Black Panther by Apple Pig. So I have several things to try to fit and maneuver into here. So this is a standard pocket traveler's notebook. There are no extra pockets in here. There is a pen loop and I have 4 elastics. This is like that hunter or that dark green, which is so beautiful. And I thought I would see about filling this up and what I wanted to put in here. So I did make a video, I don't know if it'll go up before or after, about the difference between the Leuchtturm A6 and the Moleskine Pocket. These are the smaller bound notebooks that you can fit into most pocket traveler's notebooks. I'm thinking about putting this one in here. It's just a blank one, which I just love Moleskine. I don't know. I enjoy it, but I don't use a lot of pens that bleed too often, so Moleskine's not a problem for me, but be aware that it can be an issue. So the first thing I wanted to put in here, I've got a bunch of stuff over here to the side. Let me pull it over. I am going to put this together and see what fits and what doesn't. I'm hoping to make this my personal size traveler's notebook. So right now, currently, I have taken out this insert by DIYfish. I have February's right here. So it comes in 3 months, I believe. So you get a whole quarter. And it looks like this. This is my favorite one. And I just have it stapled in the center. These are printables. So here's February. And you have a tracker. Sometimes I like to use this as like a bullet journal style calendar. And then you get some blank pages here for any kind of brain dump to make lists. And then you have your weekly all set up. February is really nice because every single week starts on a Monday. That makes me happy. I don't know about you. And then we have the dailies. Now I thought I would be tracking what I'm going to be eating because, again, this is a personal planner. When I tried to do this in a standard is just a little too large and I have a lot of extra space. So breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack all on here. I hope that that's going to work out. And of course it just continues the same. Now I don't have a cover on this because I like to use stuff like Vellum. And again, I have mentioned that I learned how to print on Vellum. Not just print on Vellum, but how to create these in Canva by watching a video by Carrie Harling. So I will try to link that down below. So I just like to cover it with Vellum. It says 2021, and then I have some wordage on the back. I believe it's the one from Michaels. And I just slid it down the center, and then I used regular tape. Not packing tape, but just regular clear tape to tape it back together. That way it doesn't fight me. It'll stay flat. So I appreciate that. I'm going to wrap it around this. And then I have another piece of vellum here. This is that beautiful kind of like wintry theme of just sweaters. They're like a blush tone color. Again, I just printed this on vellum. So a filled notes insert is 5.5 by 3.5. When you go to Canva, they have a custom measurements. When you put that in, you would just double the width so that the picture that you choose will wrap completely around it, which will be like 7 instead of 3.5. You can also make it a little bit wider on top and on bottom so you have some access to cut off just in case. So that's what I did here. So I think I'm just going to put this on the first string because I like to have my calendar usually on the first string. I don't write on this as much. I will write on it every day because I am putting breakfast, lunch, and dinner on these dailies. But it's like minimal amounts of writing. It's not like my journal. I also found these. These are my favorite. These are by Moleskine and they come in sets of 2. These are the square kind of, I don't know if you can see the edges, more square. So these have 80 pages in them as opposed to the Moleskines that you can get in packs of 3. Those ones have, I don't even know, but they're definitely less pages than this. So I already have one here and I put a sticker on there. I think it's important to remind yourself to be kind, especially to yourself, because I'm hardest on myself for sure. And you can see there that it says Moleskine. So 80 sheets of lined paper. I'm going to put that in here. This is just some vellum. I think I also bought from either Michael's or Hobby Lobby. So I like to wrap that around here. Always like the vellum because it's easier to maneuver it than it is acetate, which sometimes will fight you. And that's why I put the tape in between and cut it down the center. So this one I think is going to be a journal for how I'm feeling. When I have days when I overeat or days when I just felt really happy and I was able to just eat like a normal person. I didn't overeat or do anything crazy. I think it's important to know how you're feeling about that. So that's the type of journal I want to keep in here. It's more about my health than it is about everyday life. This is some vellum. I believe I ended up getting from Your Creative Studio a while back in the subscription box. And again, I just sliced it down the center and I've put packing tape so that it doesn't fight me. I really appreciate that. So this is a notebook by Apple Pig. It ended up coming with 2 when I ordered this pocket-sized traveler's notebook, which is awesome. I haven't seen on their website where you can actually order these. I might have to email and see if that's like a thing or not. But I think there was over 100 pages, like 120, 130 pages in here. They're super thick. And so you could definitely use this for a journal if you wanted. I decided to go ahead and take it apart and make 2 inserts out of 1. So here is half, which is definitely easier for sure to fill up, which I appreciate. I put this piece of acetate. This is a softer acetate. It's not as thick. And I buy these from Amazon. I will link it down below. But I always put this in here with a little bit of washi tape so that I can put sticky notes on it or stickers or anything else I need. Washi sometimes. And this is just a square one. Always go to the center of my notebooks when I staple them, and I put some washi tape so that the staples will not rub on the elastic and fray it. The cover of this, I just have a couple pieces of ephemera that I've just had for a while. I'm not sure even where I got them from. I put a little piece of Simply Gilded washi because I think this butterfly washi is beautiful. This insert I think I'm going to use as a cheat sheet. So anytime I start to diet, I like to put down, I don't know, let's say like 4 dinners that are very simple and easy, that I know exactly how many calories and carbs they are. The same for lunch, the same for breakfast. It's very easy and helpful to start, very simple. So I like to put down like a sandwich here, what kind of sandwich it is, how many carbs, how many calories they are. You can use app builders for recipes. So if you like enchiladas, you can put all of the ingredients in and it'll tell you exactly how many grams will be how many calories, stuff like that. So I thought I would use this to help me with recipes and cheat sheets and stuff like that. And I'm going to put this vellum around this guy. And the last insert I have here, this is the second half that I took out of that really large Apple Pig insert. And I didn't staple it. I removed the staples. The elastic can hold this together, that it doesn't really need to be stapled if you don't want it to be. And I thought I could go ahead and take out and add in pages if I wanted to, but I went ahead and I did go ahead and number every other page. Have a piece of vellum that I've used before. This is by Tim Holtz. I love his vellum. Just gonna wrap it around there. And then this is a black cardstock that I made, and I put packing tape on the inside, and it kind of just looks a little junky and crazy, but it works really well for when you want to stick, you know, sticky notes and things on the inside of this. So that is what I've done there. And this is removable, so anytime I want to make another insert, I can measure it to fit this particular cover. And right now I have some of these freebies for the writers table. This is my writers group on Facebook. I'm just going to put this in here. And this can be a tracker where I mark how many days in a row that I've eaten, like within my calorie allotment. I need to start thinking of calories like I do money. Let's say you have $1,500 a day that you're allowed to spend. Wouldn't that be amazing? But $1,500 and you can't go over that. So 1,500 calories, obviously. If I think of it and play like kind of a game with myself in that way, I think it works out best for me. That's when I've had the most success. If I get too boggled down and, you know, just weighed down by everything, it just doesn't work out and I just end up cheating. So there's that. Okay, so all of this fits in this gorgeous leather. This again is the Black Panther. It is a more natural, stiffer leather, but it, you know, it'll mold. It'll mold for sure. See there, I like my clamshell. And all of that fits in there very nicely. So now we come back to this guy. I don't know if I'm going to use him or not. I also have one of these that is a denim cover that I found at, I think it was TJ Maxx. You can definitely find Moleskine a lot at TJ Maxx or Ross's on clearance. So I don't know. I was thinking about, of course, if I had a pocket in the back, I could just slip it in here. I don't think this will fit with everything else that's in here. That looks crazy. But I was thinking maybe I could put it on the side like this if I wanted to. And it could just be carried like that, or I can put it in the front. And this could be all one thing. I don't hate that. But I really like everything that I've chosen on the inside. I could take out these last two inserts that I've divided into two different ones. This cheat sheet and this one, I'm not sure. I was thinking maybe I would just put recipes. Y'all know that maybe you saw it on my Instagram. I have a new recipe box that I purchased. Sorry, nobody ever calls me until I start filming. But anyway, this insert, I wasn't sure about. I thought I would put recipes separate from the cheat sheets. This is more like recipes that are keto friendly, because there's a lot of information on the internet for stuff like that, which is fantastic. Low carb versus, you know, whatever else, maybe some plant-based meals, because I do miss eating plant-based. It was just, I don't know, I felt so healthy when I was eating that way. So I could take those two out and put this one in instead. I don't really know, but man, is this a cute traveler's notebook or what? Let's see what I can fit in this pen loop now that I have stuff in there. Oh, I forgot that I also have this. So this is another design I ended up making in Canva. And I definitely put that in there. That's just a quote by myself because I'm like, Sylvia, don't forget to be kind to yourself today. Because I have definitely struggled with doing so. So this one can go around this. And these, again, are dashboards I bought before they were branded, but I think they might be Foxy Fix. I don't know. Maybe they're Chic Sparrow. Who knows? This is one of my favorite pens, the Sarasa Dry. This isn't a 0.5, but I think that I bought refills for these pens only in 0.4 because 5 is pretty bold. A 5 will write like a bold 0.7. So a 0.4 is more like the 0.5. I don't know. It's not the most consistent pen, but I love the crap out of it because it's a very bold black ink. And I like that it's a fat pen. So there's something about that combination that makes me write a little bit nicer. Or the writing experience is just nicer, rather, I should say. Okay. I haven't really worked on this pen loop, so it has a pretty huge grip on there. So, but it does fit in there. And it does come in different colors. I do have it in black, but the white is just fine. Okay, so that is everything that I'm going to be setting up in my... Okay, so that is everything that I'm going to be setting up in this guy. I love it. I don't really have to use this, but again, I'm always interested in, you know, putting things like this inside of my traveler's notebook. So at some point, if I decide these two don't work out, I'll put this one in instead, or I'll just have it on the side, which works out fine. But yeah, there's that. All right, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.